All right.
Yeah. Homer Simpson, everybody.
The only one of us that can actually work it.
Oh, work it?
Work it, baby. Yeah.
So Tony was just talking about weed. I'm a stoner, but let me tell you guys something about cocaine.
Go on.
Cocaine is such a powerful drug.
Yes, sir.
It's the only thing that makes Americans use the metric system. Let me tell you guys something about myself. I didn't know what they meant by Jesus saves. That was until I found out that Jesus was a Jew. They say Jesus saves because it sounds a lot nicer than Jesus penny pinches. Oh, that Jesus joke, I nailed it. Oh, somebody's stoned in the back. So I constantly say the word seldom. I was at the grocery store earlier today, and this lady asked me if I was going to help fight childhood obesity. I said, "Lady, me and the kids are not in the same weight class." But out of curiosity, what are we talking about here? Boxing, UFC, Muay Thai? I'm down to fight a chubby kid. As long as it's not sumo. I'm assuming you guys know who the Ultimate Warrior is.
Yeah.
Because the other day, I realized that the Ultimate Warrior, when he takes off his face paint, he becomes Dog the Bounty Hunter. Superman fans in the room? Any Superman fans?
No.
Good, I fucking hate that fool. What's his weakness? A little piece of rock? How are you gonna be a superhero and have the same weakness as Whitney Houston? One of my good friends, he's a roofer. He got hired to work at a 5-story building next to my job. It was all fun and games until one day he said, "Hey dude, you wanna come upstairs and have some beers?" I was like, "Nah dude, you know me. I don't like to mix beers and gravity. How about we go drinking and driving instead?" I'm short. That limits the favors people can ask of me. Like no one's ever gonna go, "Hey Nando, he wanted you to be a pallbearer."
No.
We get it.
And that's fine with me, because last thing I want to do is throw out my back just because my friend is allergic to peanuts. I guess somebody's here allergic to peanuts. I was driving through Arizona one time, because that's what Latinos do for an adventure. We drive through Arizona. Look, Mom, no ID. And I'm halfway through the state when immigration stops me. And they ask me, "How did you get into this country?" I told them, "I was born in the U.S., so I guess I got into this country the same way cocaine did.
Illegally.
Inside of a vagina." And if you think anything that comes out of a vagina is illegal, we have problems. So I was walking around, rehearsing my set, mumbling it to myself. I got close to this lady. She got spooked. She hid her drink like I was going to put a roofie in it. To her, I want to apologize. I also thought it was cute somebody thinks I'm going to share my drugs. What does a drug test and an algebra test have in common? I can't pass either one because I went to public school. So a whole bunch of people wanted me to move to Colorado last year. They're like, "Hey Nando, we just legalized weed. Do you want to move to Colorado?" Legal weed, Nando, Colorado. I said, no, I'm not moving to Colorado until you criminalize Coors. So I'm a stoner, I'm an immigrant. I don't have an answer to the question, do you have papers? All I know is that a bong is a long ridge of shaft with two balls at the bottom, one's large, one's small. You suck on the shaft, sometimes you choke, sometimes you gag, you never swallow, but what comes out your mouth is milky white. That's why I smoke joints. It took me a while to learn how to roll them. My first joints looked like pregnant clan members. Now I'm pretty good. I can roll what's called a cross joint. That's when you roll two joints, you cut one in half, you splice it together with the other one, forming a cross. It takes 3 people to roll it. Do you mind? It takes 3 people to light it. I had to stop doing it because it takes 3 people to light it, and all I was doing was getting a bunch of like-minded people together to burn a cross. And I have limits, people. I won't burn a cross, but I will smoke a pregnant clan member. So I used to grow weed for a living. Some people have a hard time believing me. They're like, you used to grow weed for a living? Yeah, what are you having trouble with? Okay, perfect. So they asked me, what are you having trouble with? I was like, me as a criminal or me as a gardener? Pot growers like to get cute chicks to trim their weed. I used to get my trimmers from the beauty school. Because I wanted my weed to have that salon look. I could always tell who was the beauty school dropout because my weed had mullets. When you grow weed outdoors like I did, you develop odd skills, like being able to spot low-flying airplane. And that only comes in handy when you're in New York. Or when you're on Fantasy Island. Imagine tattoo at a grow site. Hey boss, the feds. So this one time, the police busted me, and they said they had evidence of me dealing drugs, and they said they were gonna arrest me, throw me in prison, and then deport me for being an undocumented worker. And I said, hold the fuck up. You either have evidence that I was working, or you don't. Oh, Palm Lounge, double ententes. If you're a fan of masturbation, give yourself a hand.
Just me.
Apparently so. Somebody give this man some lotion. So I got out of the weed game because the price of weed is going down while the quality of weed is going up. And if I wanted to work harder for less money, I would have never learned English. Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Nando Molina, everybody, give it up. That's right.